Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube video where I will create a dress for my fashion show. So if you have seen previous videos and vlogs, you know that I am showing some of my redesigned clothes on a fashion show in a couple of days. It's Tuesday today and the fashion show is on Saturday. And I have just finished the last dress for the models. There we have it. I just had to change a few bits so that it would fit her. And now it's time to make my own dress. So I have this beautiful vintage pattern. It's like pink with a lot of sparkles. It's beautiful. I bought it from Tradera, which is an online auction site. So it's a vintage fabric from the 60s, and I don't have that much fabric, so we'll see if I have enough, fingers crossed. But then I've also found in a charity shop the other day a beautiful vintage pattern of a dress. So this is my the dress I want to create, or something similar. So this one with like a corset top and then a big skirt. I actually think I will make it without shoulder straps. And as you can see, this is a size 42, which I am not. So we have to make a few adjustments. And as usual, I'm not following patterns, and these instructions are in German, so I don't understand a single thing, basically. So I will just use this pattern as a base, and then I will try to recreate this myself. And then I also had a fun idea for the back of the dress. On most of the dresses I've made for the fashion show, I'm gonna show you. For the most, I have like this corset lace tie detail on this dress and then another one. So my plan was to create a similar thing for the dress that I'm gonna wear. But then I also got another idea tonight when I was sleeping. And that is to make like, I have no idea how I'm gonna make this, but I was thinking about making like some kind of bow with like a hook and eye. So you have one side of the bow is attached to the dress in the back, and then on the other side you have a hook, and then you attach it to the eye on the dress. So you basically like 3 or 4 bows in the back that you are like closing the dress with. That's that was my idea, but I have no idea how I'm gonna make it in real life, because as you know, I'm not a professional sewing. I just make things up, and I'm not afraid to try different things. So just pray for me that this fabric is enough and that I can make something similar to this, and that I'm not destroying the fabric, because once I start cutting it's too late and I don't have that much fabric. I folded it twice now, so I would say it's approximately 3 meters times 1. So it's not a lot, and this skirt is fairly like poofy and big. So we'll see if I have enough, but I guess if I make it without like the straps, and I think I'm also gonna make it shorter than this one. I want to make it like above the knee, and on the picture it looks like it's longer than knee length or just below the knee, and I want it to be above the knee. And the pattern is already cut out, so I'm gonna see which pieces I need for only the dress. You can also make like this bolero top, but I'm not gonna make that one because I don't have enough fabric. So I'm gonna see if I can understand the German language and try to figure out what pieces I have to use. So the pieces are out and the fabric is enough. There were really just 4 pieces without straps. But if I need straps, I can just make them afterwards. So I'm gonna start cutting these 4 pieces out. And then we're gonna start sewing. And I think this dress will be fairly quick actually. Hopefully done by today. So there are some markings on the skirt and also on the top you can see the holes. And I guess that it's because I'm supposed to fold and then make stitches for like in the back, so it gets more fitted, figure fitted. But I have no idea how I should fold them. Like, I don't know if you can see them, but on the top, focus, on the top there's so much like easier, you can really see that they are like darts, but here they are just everywhere. So I have guessed, and I have put some needles in. So this is the result, but I don't think I'm gonna cinch them like all the way down, because the point is that the skirt should be like poofy. So I think that it's supposed to look like this, I guess. I have no idea. I literally got no clue what I'm doing. But at least the fabric is pretty, and I guess I can just undo the stitches with the seam ripper if I'm making it the wrong way. As I said, on the back pieces it's so much easier. Let's see if we can find the back piece. Yes, and I have, you can't see, almost can't see, I've made some dots. No, you can't see them, but they are more like a triangle, so you understand that you should fold and then sew like a triangle shape, or a dart, like thinner, and then like so on the top part. But the skirt, we are just going to make things up as usual. And since it's in German, I do not understand, and I've tried Google Translate and it just says that I should do the inseams first. But how? No one knows. So I'm gonna try on this first part and hope for success. zigzagged all the pieces, and I've done the skirt pieces and what do you call these, cinchy things on all the pieces. And now I'm gonna put the back pieces together, I think. But I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna do this first actually, because I will have a zipper on the back skirt to get in and out, so I think I will do this last. So this is the only picture I have to try to figure things out. So I think I'm gonna start with putting the body pieces together. So this should be like the chest thing, I guess. And this is the other one for the other side. And then there's like a body part in the middle, like so. So I guess if I put these pieces together, right sides, and since this one was a size 42, I haven't, when I cut it, I didn't use any seam allowance, so this is just, I have no idea if it fits. So I'm just gonna use like 1 centimeter seam allowance, and then I have to try it on, and then I can adjust it as I go along, I think. Okay, so body part, like so. I'm gonna sew this one, and then I will make the same thing with the other, on the other side, and then we'll see where we're at. I've attached the body part to each other, and then this is the front bit, and I of course made it wrong, or I forgot to make the cinchy things on the body. Oh, we need to iron it here. So I have to undo everything, or not everything, I hadn't done that much, and do it again. Now it's right, and I had to use stitch with 1.5 centimeter seam allowance on the body part because it was way too big. Now it's a little bit better. I do not have any breasts, so I think this is going to turn out fine. This looks weird, but I think I'm gonna attach the skirt part in the front now, both pieces, and then I will save the back for later, because I have to attach a zipper to the skirt and then something else to the body So let's attach skirt to this one, right sides together, and then a straight seam. It's so pretty. I'm just holding it together in the back, and it's a little bit too big here. I think I can adjust it by cinching in those seams just on both sides, just a little bit, just from here and then up, to make this stop bubbling. But look at it. I'm gonna pop you down. It's so pretty. And then I'm gonna like adjust the length. Oop. Because I think it's a little bit too long now. I would prefer it to go just above my knees. And then I have to decide what to do in the back. And what to do with this. I'm gonna try to cinch it in. Ooh, it's almost too tight. I think it's working. So pretty. So I'm just putting bias binding around the top of the dress right now. So it's just this piece of fabric, and I'm pinning it together, right sides together, straight seam, and then I'm just gonna fold it over, iron it, and then sew it in place again, just so you make like a nice edge and not this raw edge. And I also added some structured fabric on the inside to make it a little bit more stiff, and I think that will make it sit better over my non-existing chest. Wednesday today, and I have to run to my fitness class very soon, but I just have to show you the dress. I don't remember where I stopped filming yesterday because I got so into it, so I totally forgot to film, but the dress is almost done, or at least I can put it on. So this is the dress. I have pinned it up because it's a lot longer than this. But I think that this would be, I'm gonna pop you down. I think this is the length we're going for. But I think I need to add shoulder strap because I don't have any breast. So I need something to hold the top part up. It is just so cute, but I'm a little bit unsure. It's very simple. The fabric is cute, but you know, the shape is fairly simple. I just wish I have added pockets, but since it was just one piece of fabric, I did not. So I will regret that. But I'm thinking about, I really need to add shoulder straps because I will, if I'm moving, this one is falling down. I can sit, but as soon as I raise my hands over my head, this one is dropping down. So I'm gonna add some shoulder straps. I think just some thin ones. But I'm also thinking about adding some ruffles, like here. I think that could add some. Let's see if I can film. I'm so sorry for the mess in the background, as usual, but I just have so much fabric. But this is the dress on. It's very cute, but I think that maybe some ruffles, or what do you think? Maybe I should make the ruffles like detachable so you can take them off and you can add them if you want to. But I think that would be nice with some ruffles. I have so broad shoulders, so I really hate wearing bundle like shoulder tops like this, because I think that enhance my wide shoulders, but I guess I should be happy about that. But I think it's fairly cute, but as I said, shoulder straps is necessary, or else this one will fall down, and then maybe some ruffles over the chest. I have to figure that out today, but I think if I make the ruffles, I will see if I can make them detachable. That would be really nice to be able to just take them on and off. But it's cute. I love the fabric, and I love the pleats, how they turned out. So yes, I might do a second dress so that I have options, but I like it. And I also did in the back, I was talking about with you, I'm gonna cut these, but I used a zipper instead, actually. I just wanted to get done, and it takes a lot longer time to make the thing that I talked about, like having bows as some kind of closure thing. So I just made a zipper, but I will get back to you when I make the ruffles and the sleeves. I just got an idea about the dress, and to put a big bow like on the front, and this one I think I'm gonna make it so that you can remove it. I haven't done this one, I just folded the fabric like a bow and tied this around, so this one is not like done. But I'm thinking something like that. I think that can be cute, and then so that you are able to remove it. Because all the models on the fashion show is wearing hair bows that I've done. So I think if I wear a bow on my dress, it's matching with the models, basically. And I also think if it's removable, you can put it like in the back instead if you want to. You can put it like so on top, or just like that could also be really cute. So I think I'm gonna make like a big, huge bow that is detachable for this dress, and I'm gonna show you how I'm making it. So this is what you start with when you are making your bow. You cut out a square. Mine is 94 on the long side, and what was it, 40 or 41 on the shorter side. And as you can see, it's not like perfectly cut out, and that's no problem. I just wanted to use as much fabric as I could of the scrap pieces that I had. So this is what we have to work with. So this is the right side of the fabric. I'm gonna flip it to the wrong side, and then we're gonna start folding it. So we're gonna fold the long sides in first, like so. If you want a tutorial that's more in depth and where you can see every step, I have one over on my Instagram where I do hair bows. It's the same thing, but it's a little bit harder to show on such a big piece. But you fold in the long sides, and then you're using a glue gun. Mine is there. Glue it together, and then we're folding the short sides together. I'm gonna glue these two in place first, and then I'll show you the next. I've glued the long sides, and I'm just gluing them on the edges because you want to keep the puffiness in the ends. And then we're just going to do the same thing, folding the shorter sides to the middle, and same thing, glue this together. Try to make it as centered as possible. You can of course measure, but I'm just gonna eyeball it, and then I'm gonna flip it around, and I'm gonna like put it together in the middle with another piece of fabric to make it look like a bow, and then you are done. It's super easy, but you need a lot of glue for a bow this big. So let's continue gluing. Now so now I'm just gonna flip it around, and then I had some other piece of scrap fabric. You can of course be more precise and like measure and things, but I think this one will be good for the middle part. So I'm just gonna do folding the raw edges in like so, and then glue them in place. And then we're just going to tie it together. Safety pins on the back to be able to remove it. I also fastened them with the glue gun and some pieces of fabric. So I basically cut a piece of fabric and glued it in place of the fabric. And same thing with the one in the middle. Just a piece of fabric and then a safety pin, like so. I hope it will hold, or else I can just secure it with a few stitches on each side to make it extra safe. And then I can like put it on the dress. I think I need to try it. But maybe I should adjust the length first. So I have decided on the length. I pinned it up when I wore it, and then I just ironed a part of the dress. And now I'm just gonna like take out the pins. And when I'm folding the dress up, I can basically see where I want the dress to end. So then I can just cut after that line, or slightly longer, because then I will of course hem it. So this is my line that I will use when cutting it, and then plus like 2-3 centimeters so that I have place for hemming it nicely. So I'm just gonna unpin all the pins that I put in and cut it off basically, and then I'm gonna try it on with you with the bow. Let's see how it turns out. I thought I could show you how I'm hemming the dress. I now cut it, and as you can see I probably cut it like 4 or 5 centimeters too long. So first I'm folding and ironing at the same time, and then I'm just gonna fold this one again, and then you get a really nice edge, and then I'm gonna stitch it in place and then iron it again. But I think it's the easiest way is to actually iron and fold at the same way. So I'm ironing, folding everything like one time, and then I'm going back to the beginning and folding and ironing the second time. If you hold the fabric pretty, like some tension in the fabric, you get the same fold. So ironing, and then you're just pulling in the fabric, and you get the perfect hem. So putting the iron, and then folding like so, and then doing this all around the dress. So it's time to hem the edge, and I'm actually using like some of my widest settings on my sewing machine when I am hemming. The best thing is actually to hand sew the hem, but I'm way too lazy, so I'm usually using like the 5 or 6 setting when hemming, because I think that creates the most like neat hem actually. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. So I have cut it and hemmed it in the right size. I've attached the bow in the front. I think it's so cute. And as I showed you, it's just safety pins on the back, so you can remove it and attach it instead like in the lower back. But I think for this event I'm gonna keep it in the front because we want to be OTT. So now I really need to put some shoulder strap on this one, or else I'm gonna flash my boobies. So I had some, where did I put it? Yes, here. I had the edge piece that I cut off, and I think this will be the perfect width for the shoulder strap. Of course I need to fold it twice, cinch it together, and then I'm gonna fold it right sides together like so, and then a straight seam, and then turn it inside out and attach it to the dress. And I think that will be like the perfect width for the shoulder strap. And I'm gonna put them pretty far out because I think that looks very elegant. So that's the last thing, and then this dress is done. So now I'm just gonna make a blouse for my mother. I will see if I film about it. And if I have time, I have a blouse for my grandmother as well, that are joining the fashion show, or not like joining, they are coming there supporting me. They are not walking the fashion show. And then this cute dress. This dress will be for sale after the event, so if someone wants it, you can buy it. This one is fitting someone with waist measurement 90 centimeters or slightly more, because it is adjustable in the back. So the waist is 90 and I think the chest circumference is 110 if I remember correctly, but as you can see it fit bigger if necessary. So you can have slightly bigger measurements if needed. This one is twisted like so. And I would say that this one is made for a girl. I think she is around 165 centimeters, and this one will probably end just below her knees. So that you get a idea about how long it is. And I have had to take it in, so it's not like the prettiest on the insides. It's nothing wrong with it, but it was slightly too big, so I had to do what I could without taking the whole dress apart. But it's done nicely, and you tie it with another bow in there and then cinch it together like this. So if you would like to buy this one, you can just DM me over on Instagram. But now let's make the shoulder straps.